Liberians, are you ready for tomorrow? I am. If you are, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Liberians, are you ready for tomorrow? I am. If you are, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
Okay, folks, welcome to Talk TV Media Network. This is another day the Lord has made. We must rejoice and be glad in it. Those are the words of the Holy Manual, the Holy Bible, the Holy Constitution that we all have. So welcome to the show. My name is Sam Gadu. Today is nothing but politics, where we shine the light on local, national, and international issues. Here at Talk TV Media Network, I have my my political analyst is already well seated, who will be joining me pretty soon. But welcome, folks. What does it look like in LRB? What does it look like over there for you guys? The city is beginning to go upside down, folks. September 17. Is it important? If it is, how important is it to the Unity Party, the collaborating political parties that are working along with the Unity Party, the supporters, many well-wishers? How important is tomorrow? This is one of the things we will be discussing. Another issue of significance has to do with the president's visit to the United Nations, President Weah. We will be discussing that too. We have to balance, my people, we have to balance the story now. You know, that's why they call us Talk TV Media. We are here to balance the story. But when a wave is moving in one direction, we have to move sometimes with the wave to create. My former instructor used to say that, to create the direction of the wind, you know. But before I bring my co-host, my contributor today on the show, I want you to listen to this advertisement. Where is it? Let me find it. It's right there.
The national campaign team of the Rescue Mission announces to all partisans, supporters, and sympathizers of the Unity Party that its official campaign launch will take place on Sunday, September 17th at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium. Now, here is what you need to know. Campaign Vice Chair of Administration and MPP National Chair James Biney will lead supporters from VOA Junction in Painesville, while Montserrat County Senator Abraham Darros Dillon will lead supporters from Barnesville Junction. The political leader of the Movement for One Liberia, Magdala Cooper, will pick up from MOL's headquarters in Congo Town. Campaign Chairperson Prince Moy will lead supporters from 72nd Junction. Bapolu County Senator Boto Kane and the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia will lead a parade from Point 4 Junction, while National Chairman Ludo Tape will lead a parade from the Unity Party headquarters on Broad Street. Rescue Mother and Grandbassa Senator Nyobli Kanga Lawrence will lead supporters from Nigeria House Oro Junction. Senator Jeremiah Bankun, UP Vice Presidential Candidate, aka Rescue 2, will lead his group of supporters from Police Academy Junction in Painesville. Ambassador Joseph Nyuma Bakai, Rescue 1, will lead supporters from SKD Sports Complex in Painesville. All UP legislative candidates will lead their supporters from their various districts and will all assemble at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium. So come out and join the rescue train. Come with your palm branches, whistles, vuvuzelas, and white handkerchiefs. Come with your flag to give Ambassador Joseph Nyuma Bakai, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, a joyous welcome. Let's make the city green. Gates at the ATS open at 7 a.m. and there will be a morning worship service to bless the day. It's Rescue Day, it's Green Day, and it's number 2 for J&J. It's all happening at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium on Sunday, September 17th. Don't miss out for anything. Rescue 1 says, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Yes, JMB must go. Corruption killing us.
Liberians, are you ready for tomorrow? I am. If you are, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Liberians, are you ready for tomorrow? I am. If you are, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
All right, all right, all right. That is the message of the political leader for the Unity Party, the main #1 opposition political opposition party in Liberia. Ambassador, former Vice President Ambassador Joseph Newman Wakai, talking about tomorrow. That if you love Liberia, if you think Liberia, if you want to build Liberia, he's asking all of you to turn out tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you so much, Brother Sam. It's a pleasure to be part of the platform again this morning.
Oh, how is California doing, man? I see a lot of sun. Is that sunshine or light?
We are experiencing some little weather that is much better this morning. Normally, we are in the summer, but this morning is a little cloudy. The sun is not that shining. Yeah. So that's what we have today. Yet.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Before we even get into the topics of the day, what to talk about today, I want to take this special time to welcome all of you, our viewers out there who are watching with us, who are following. Do us one favor. We just don't want you to be on a platform watching. We want you to share. Bring somebody. Each one bring one. Each one bring one. If you share it, the broadcast, you're going to bring other people, because the power of this mic, the power of your sharing is very important. The more awareness you help us to create, the more people, the more the message gets out there to the world to see. So it's very important. And it's so important for one fact we are here to discuss tomorrow. That the city, to say the least, not even the city, the country is going to be turning green tomorrow. I like the word when you say green here in the United States. Before I get delved into the word, green is a beautiful sign. Green is a beautiful thing. What is that noise? Is that you?
No.
Oh, okay. So green is how you go into the forest and everything is giving you a hard time outside in the house and in the city, and you just want to take a walk to the park. You just want to take a walk into the woods. You just want to go hang out somewhere where I'm hearing a lot of noise that's interfering with the broadcast. Yeah. And so you want that serenity, that environment that is so pleasant for you, for your mind, for your soul. Sylvester, I think I'm going to mute you for now. You might want to mute yourself for our listening audience. So that way. Okay. Sorry, folks, for the noise out there. So I have you kind of muted. When you're ready to come on, you just unmute yourself, sir. So this is what's happening. You walk into the woods. You want to have a quiet time. It's all green. You know what I'm talking about. So for the Unity Party, JMB campaign team, tomorrow turning Liberia green. It's a sign of peace. And before they were positioned on the ballot as number 2, we always use this sign. This is a sign of peace. This, always. So I'm just saying my own. I don't know what, you think, but that's it. But folks, tomorrow is a big day. But the old people have a saying that says, If tomorrow is going to be Christmas, you will know on the night before, the eve of Christmas. Sylvester, welcome to the show. Welcome
Thank you,
to the
brothers.
Spotlight, where we
Thank
shine
you.
the light on national issues. And number one issue on our agenda today to discuss will be this topic that I'm bringing on the screen right now. Right? This one. How important is September 17th tomorrow to the JMB campaign team and support? How important is it? You have the mic.
Yeah, so firstly, let me say thank you again and also speak to the audience, those in Liberia, those in the diaspora, and wherever you are this time, whether in the morning, in the afternoon, we come in live to you to discuss the importance of the September 17th, which is tomorrow, Sunday. The Unity Party and its alliance will be joining Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai, the former Vice President at the ATS, to see what he has to offer. In fact, as a land, he will be providing a platform on that day. Unlike other, the only one to jubilate, but it is an important time as well that JMB will be presenting his platform, a blueprint how you're going to govern to the people of Liberia. That being said, this wonderful day is very much important in our life. Whether you are a unity partisan or not, you share the idea of build Liberia idea, and you want to see Liberia a peaceful nation. You want to see Liberia a growing nation, a nation that will compete with the other countries at the international level. I'm very sure that the occasion suits you as well. It had nothing to do with the opposition. Everyone, whether or not you believe in the idea of JMB, we want good thing at the back of our mind. And if we do, it is important that we take the day very important. That's why people are being stimulated. As you can see from last night, you know, my son and myself were watching on the network, and we saw people in Magibi from 5 o'clock of Liberian time up to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because that was in the day for us. We were still seeing them jubilating. Like you just asked a question and made a statement by saying that if the Christmas would be better, you will know from the previous preceding day. And that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, the eve of it. The eve of Christmas.
The eve of it, the preceding day. So you see that saying almost 4 days that the issue of the 17 to 10 Monrovia Green Liberia as well have been talked about every corner. So that means the Liberians are very much pleased. They are impressed with the leadership they will want to have. And that is the most important thing. If people want a leader based on quality, not based on perception, they're happy in 2017. I think that is the best thing that's going to be for Liberia. No matter what they will say, oh, they won't say that this person is criminal, but oh, that's not a crime. We got old leaders.
I think, Sylvester, the question of age is out. That is out. With what we are saying, the people are saying that even if the old man died, they will still vote for him. Can you imagine? I know it's kind of crazy.
No, it's crazy. I think the reason that
this is what Liberians do when they love you and they meaning if you tie their hands, whatever you want to do to them, they have made up their mind, and nothing will stop it.
But Sam, also another part about that also is that Liberians in general, they are not prepared to discuss policy issue. Many of them, they only come with petty issue. Now, when you come with petty issue, somebody don't want to go that route with you. You just say, okay, I agree. Like what they said, whether you owe, you not owe, we agree. Because come out with substantial issue. What you think if JMB become president, that he will not be able to do better than what we have on hand? Let's look at the financial control. Let's look at how health sector will be. Let's look at how you handle the education. Let's look at how you handle the field for investment. Is he going to be the guy that understand, because look, investor will not come in the country.
Right.
If you have corruption, if you don't control corruption, if you don't have control of the rule of law, where people will say, yeah, that government is on top of things, your security, your army well disciplined, they are well paid, well catered to, and your tax policy, investor look at that as well, where your tax policy is internationally friendly.
Investor, let me hold you. Do you really think that if the Liberians elect Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai as the next president come October 10th, do you think that the country will really open up to investors?
I'm very sure. Let me tell you something. When it comes to leadership, those of us who went to school at higher level, the MBA and the rest of it, they will inform you that as a leader, you are just a ceremonial head. You are not all. You don't know all. The idea to bring people around you, technocraft, and give you the knowledge how to govern well is the most important thing. And that is which the present government lacks. He already have very, very limitation in education and understanding administration, and he is not willing. He has never shown willingness to work as a team. You can't see any teamwork in him. For instance, look at the ongoing campaign. Now he's not in Liberia. CDC cannot campaign anywhere. Are you seeing CDC campaigning? Because there is no structure, there is no coordination. But in the absence of JMB, anytime campaign continue because the structure was done in a way that even if JMB is not that, the campaign will be done. That's how he's going to govern. Even if JMB leave and go somewhere, there will be leadership on the ground because there is a structure set. So what do I mean? When I get told you some of those things that the investor look at. Investor look at first, number one, in any country. Every time they go on the internet, they go on media, radio, electronic, they want to hear how well this country is fighting corruption. Number one, because corruption alone can sweep everything, the rule of law. You can corrupt, not the finance, you can corrupt a system.
Yeah.
You corrupt a system.
You know
what they call it rule of law.
You know, when you're saying that as an investor, you take me, those of us who are business people, I would never put my money somewhere where I know that there is a huge 80% or 85 or 90% of a risk, factor. Even though as business people, we take risk. But if the environment is not safe and I have millions to invest, how safe is my money? What guarantees, what the laws that governs the people? When something happens, you go to court. Is the court system free and fair? As an investor, or do I just risk the losing all my money and packing my equipment and maybe losing all the equipment as well? So these are the things that investors look for, in a country. Hey, go ahead.
So like you said, investor look at risk. That's true, and indeed, risk is part of the ongoing business every part of the world. We have something we call inherent risks. That is risk that you can easily control when you are doing business. But here is the catch. When people invest, they are investing 10 million, 20 million. They have a time for break even. The break even may be 5 years, it may be 10 years, because of the huge sum of money you invest in. You look at your equipment, just say you look at all of your assets, then you look at your cash flow. Then you say, okay, the way I'm seeing the cash flow, based on my projection, in the next 5 or 6 years, I will be able to recover my principal. That's what they call break even. That means you got the money you invested. Then the rest of the transaction that will be going will be something that you're running into profit, and the rest of it, your dividend to be adding to your investment so your business can be larger. So it's not easy. You see a country, they start their leadership with corruption. Then you see people start demonstrating against that attitude. People start resenting against, though, because these are things that they saw the war. You saw what happened to us in 1989, December, when the war came to Liberia. Corruption, tribalism, and the misuse of rule of law. You saw it came. I thought that would have been a lesson for us. That would have been sufficient. After we lose 250 some thousand human beings that died in Liberia.
Talking about lessons, Sylvester. You know, when I see the wave of the young people, the same young people that voted President George Weah into power, that whether you know book, you not know book, will vote for you. When I see these young people these days are saying, these same young people are saying today that our power, we are sorry. Our power, we are sorry. Everywhere. The wave is crazy. We are sorry. We will not do it again. You know, what does that? Oh, I see my colleague in the back. Let me see. Let me bring him on the screen. Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome, Mr. Foster. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, guys. I've been monitoring you guys doing pretty well. And
Awesome.
happy to be here.
It's a beautiful thing to have you today. So this is where you met us. We're talking about the importance of tomorrow. How significant is it? And those of you who are watching, if you need to join the show, we are ready to open the show to all of you guys. If you want to come on, let me know. I will drop the link right into the screen and you click on it, come, because today is freestyle. Come and talk your mind. Tell us what's going on in Liberia. We see all the motorcyclists. They are crazy. Let's talk about tomorrow. Let's focus about the day tomorrow. We already know the impeccable character that Joseph Nima Boakai brings to the table. We understand that because it's there. Nobody, no question about it. But tomorrow, what do you perceive? What do you see? Before I go to Fasa, let me go back to you, Sylvester. What do you see with what's happening on the ground in Liberia?
Well, I'm like we were saying, and if you think the Christmas will be better the preceding day or the night, and can give you the indicators. So we are already seeing today there were a number of motorcyclists, over 1,000 plus motorcyclists that were taking the ride around town. Just 1,000 plus motorcyclists volunteer. They did not request for a gallon of gas. Like in the case of CDC, where they had 1,000 motorcyclists and they gave them 11,000, and that carried them to the police station the other day. There was a fight among them for the distribution of that money. This is something the guy said, we don't want a dam. We will improvise, we'll do everything. Now they are going over to 1,000 plus. So they took the ride around. They're still doing it, most likely. That shows you that tomorrow will be a day that people will see that, look, whether you like it or not, JMB is already in the mansion. That is the will of the people. You cannot deny it. You know, when the people decide that we want you, nobody can deny it. That's the way God speaks. God does not speak into individual, one person and leave you. When you speak to individual, that message will be transcendent to the other people. Then people will join you to work together. It was in the case of Opa, Jawia had the opportunity, flat opportunity, 2005 to 2017. There was nothing you could hear in Liberia. Jawia is the best to bring relief to the Liberian people. Whether he had that knowledge, whether he had the skill, but back of the people had in mind that he was the best. And they made him president. And they saw his apple now. His apple is different from what they anticipated. So by now, the man they rejected yesterday, they are saying, our power is sorry for what. Why would they not accept you 2017? But I think we regret it. With your experience, we are behind you now. And that's why you're seeing it. Tomorrow will be a day that Liberia will believe that JMB is just a matter of inauguration, but he is the president of Liberia already.
What's your take, Mr. Foster, about tomorrow? And those of you, before Mr. Foster comes in, I just posted a link right there at the bottom. If you need to come in live on the live broadcast, you click that link and I will see you in studio. What's your take of tomorrow?
Well, Mr. Gadu, my point here is, given the awareness that is ongoing and what we're following on the ground, I'm a bit concerned. Or how
concerned
peaceful,
in terms of what?
Yeah, concerned how peaceful this event will be. I hope the organizers have put everything in place that nobody should infiltrate their marches to create havoc. That's one aspect I'm looking at, because the whole essence of tomorrow is about Unity Party celebrating and making a launch of their campaign. But equally so, there are some people who are of evil intent that may want to infiltrate and create chaos. That could be one of my concerns. The second concern is given the publicity that is ongoing. I'm even afraid of the bridges. The bridge connecting Waterside and one connecting Crown Hill right there. Because I'm an engineer. I speak from the background.
I mean, the people
But
will be walking.
yeah, people are walking, but those bridges got a number of capacity it can take at the time. So are we saying that the number of people on our bridge at the time will be able to withstand the intensity of the bridge? You remember you and I were there, and the one connecting Waterside just broke overnight. It happens. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
concerned.
on the Ellen, I think they built a new one there.
Yeah, I agree.
Water.
But what about the one connecting Crown Hill? So my concern is
If-
the organizers should be a little bit careful to make sure that they try to at least see how much people get to cross the bridge at a time. You cannot be celebrating and bring another aspect to the celebration. That's just my fear. I just want to bring that in to the organizers to take note, to be aware
let
of
me
this
address
thing.
that a little bit. That's a very good salient point that you just brought up. But in buttressing that, Mr. Fossa, this morning I watched the joint security, the government joint security. Those from all the security networks had a press conference wherein they said they are prepared for tomorrow, meaning the police, the army, you know, those in the security apparatus. They had a joint conference this morning, press statement, where they said they put all security measures are in place for tomorrow, all around the city. And you remember now, this is not just the city, this is the nationwide, because we will be seeing people coming together in Sanikole, in Vonjama, in Foya, all across the nation, in green tomorrow. You know, we wish that Talk TV Media Network had every reporter in every county, in every district, just to see what, what's going to happen. But those security measures has been put in place. And when it comes to the issue of the bridge, I'm not a whole lot, because when you see worried about that, because the tons of vehicles and trucks that cross over that with other vehicles at the same time, and keke drivers and motorcyclists and all of them crossing at the same time. I think if they have taken that weight for the past years, human beings, it's just human beings. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. But the issue of security is very, very key. The issue that you brought up,
Yeah,
because
but Mr. Gado, sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting. The last time when CDC launched that campaign, I think that was a press statement from the IG of police, where there are restriction of vehicle movement, even though it's Sunday. I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but up to present, we haven't seen such a statement as to how restriction will be for vehicles. Even Sunday in Liberia, after service in the evening, people go to visit families and they are trying to make their way back to their very homes.
Yeah, but
And they say
tomorrow they're
no
not
stop.
visiting no family. Everybody going after
So,
Sunday.
so,
Everybody
so
going.
let me make comment on that issue, brother Fasa. You right from your everyone when you're speaking, you speak from the perspective of your knowledge and your profession. Technically speaking, you're right, but you and myself have been in Liberia. People are not going to concentrate. There will be no concentration of people on the bridge. That's why they divided the routes. There are so many routes to reach to the ATS. It's not one route. The route that coming through the bridge, the Providence Island, through the play, they will not be concentrating on the bridge, but there will be a number of people just be small, be passing. There will not be a huge number just passing. That's what I noticed, because they will be grouping. Some people will not even wait for their leader. They will go ahead of time. That being said, I'm not sure we'll reach to the point where bridge will have problem. With the security, you're right as well.
But
the way they
what I would like to mention.
Let me just say something. So you see that no car will be passing with huge number of people over the bridge and what have you, because you have to be far. Everybody will have to be to a point. Then you all will walk over that bridge, and gradually, if the former vice president, who's the standard bearer, will be leaving from all the way from EFWA, they will be walking. That line will be long line. You know, not be too congested, you'll not be able to walk, but it will be spread. People will be walking gradually because they will leave space for car to be passing, even though that's sunny. So until where they will concentrate will be at the ATS and the area around ATS. There where people will concentrate, will stay, will sit down for some time. That place will be hugely occupied. That where if they were on bridge, then I worry. And at that time, people will be focused on what they will want to hear from the standard bearer. So I think that's kind of well organized as have been following it.
I think it is because, and another area that we need to look at is because they had it set up on a Sunday where most of the businesses are closed. Can you imagine doing this kind of stuff on a Saturday? Everything will go break loose, right? And we can't wait to see after tomorrow. Then by Monday we will be deliberating and comparing and contrasting the gun rally of the CDC nationwide and this. Until tomorrow takes place, but the fever, the energy around the city right now. Today, I watched the motorcyclist president spoke, and the ride is still taking place as we speak in Monrovia. About 10,000 plus motorcyclists are out today just to get the people to get them ready tomorrow. And this is why I ask the impact of motorcyclists in the upcoming election. How important is it? Do you think that it's so important that they could shift, that there will be a shift heading in favor of UP, JMB, as in the CDC?
Sure. Okay.
I think the impact is very important because the motorcyclists are the one who are feeling the pinch of what is happening in a country at the moment. Because they are out there every day trying to commute the street to transport people from one point to another. How much do they make daily in their businesses they are doing? They feel that. They know why it is. So it's about time that they decide which way to go. If they did make a mistake sometime back, I think they're about time to correct that mistake.
And I'm going to say how far we are sorry.
Yeah, they know exactly what is happening to them. But the next point I want to bring here, I know Brother Sylvester could speak to it. The last campaign launch of the Unity Party was that the standard bearer could not even get at the stadium at the end of the day to give his message. The intent of campaign launch is to be able to roll out your plan. So I hope that will not be repeated tomorrow. That President standard bearer Joseph Nyuma should be able to reach at that ATS and roll out his plan so the people will be able to understand that this is what he's running on. The last election, because to commute from rehab all the way to ATS, he could not even get to ATS. It had to be released through a press conference. I don't think that is better. I think he should be able to get there as soon as possible, start the journey early, and be able to deliver his plan and roll out his plan so people will know exactly what he's running on. That is a concern for me. I don't know what preparation have been made at the level of Unity Party to make sure that last year is not repeated.
Mr. Foster, that's a very good point. You know what that took me back is just the gone previous nationwide launching CDC had at the same ATS. You just took my memory to that event because I was able to watch that event, as many of you, where you could see the president was frustrated because number one, the PA system they had set up, the mics they had set up, there was a problem, and it took forever. They could not even. The message could not go across. The president could not give his message across. You could see on the faces how upset they were. The organizers and anybody organizing such an event, you want to just kill yourself. At that kind of apex, when everybody is pumped up, they just want to hear from their political leader. So I hope all of that will be taken care of ahead of time because you could see President Weah. That's the shortest message I've ever seen. Less than 5-10 minutes. He was done with it and he took his exit. He was upset. You know, but let's go back.
Oh, brother Sam,
I
yeah.
think Sylvester could comment on that. He being a member of the Unity Party, maybe he's an
So
insider.
yeah, let me make comment on that, and
Yeah.
you know, but just to add to what you're talking about, President Weah, he could not speak. He didn't have anything to speak. Let me be frank with you. If you listen to him, all of the rally he going, has he provided any argument why he should be elected? He can only go and buy more JMB. Oh, that man who spent 12. The only thing you'll be hearing him. So he didn't have any message to speak to the people. But like Brother Fasad said, exactly so. And they did not come from people. It came from the ambassador or the standard bearer himself that he want to unveil his platform on that day at the ATS. So because of that, the organizers have done it in a way that they will not just allow everybody to go in just like that. They will make sure that he living from EWA, the leaders will reach a certain point, they will stop until they will go in gradually because they can't fit over there. They can't fit. But they want to make sure that leaders are proceeded inside first, then they will open the gate for the other people to enter. So in that way, he will be seated where you have a space to sit, because where they will be seated, it will not be as crowded as to the field itself. So Liberian will have the opportunity to hear from him on that day, where he will be unveiling his platform, his plan or action for Liberia after he is inaugurated as president of the country. But that being said, you know, we got a lot to share. The elections is very crucial. You talk about the motorcyclists, very, very important. But let me share some story far back from 2017. So I left from here during this time, like I'm going, 2017. But it was much closer because the first round was over when I went there. I carried my pickup, the Tacoma pickup. I carried same when I told you I said I carried Tacoma pickup. So I was living closer to where the president built his houses. There's a junction opposite the Baptist Seminary. There where he built his church, he built his houses. And there where my little brother built his house, Augustine Tama, your friend, Fasa, Augustine. Augustine built a house there. When Augustine said, no, Bibra, you have to be with me. So I was with him to the house there. And I used to come to the junction. The junction, somebody had a shop there. That junction, got a shop less than a mile. The motorcyclists that were there were over almost 25 motorcyclists that were doing Ellen regime. These boys used to be just within a short distance. They made their daily bread. So, but guess what? All of them were sedition. When I surprisingly stopped there one day, there's a lady that used to bring kobo. They call it kobo, the food she cook. So I went, I said, how much do you sell it, right? She said 120, 125 for a bowl. I said, okay, how many bowl? How much for you? All you have in a pair? She said, around 4,000 plus. I took the money, I paid her. I said, what happened? I said, share it to everybody here. I went and sat down somewhere. And the woman called all of them, the motorcycle, everybody around. He said, come and eat the food here. Somebody pay for it. And they started eating. When they ate, they wanted to know who bought the food for them. He said, that man that's sitting over there. Say, oh, wait, where pick up? Then they went there to me. He said, Papa, you don't want to buy the food? He said, God bless you. They said, you want to be somebody so we can go there and run, make you representative or senator? I said, no. I said, I'm a Unity Party member, but besides that, I feel that you guys are hustling and things are not. They told me, say, hey, the jet that they play the air, we are not there. We are supporting Joe Weah. So, oh yeah, let me tell you, say we are Joe Weah supporter. Let me tell you. That was what they told me. And in fact, some of them, at one point, threatened me and started making some kind of statement. I told them, I said, no, what I did not do it to compel people to vote for the Unity Party, but did it as a human being. So please don't take it in any way. And I left. They gone straight, I went there. I just drove around, no longer stay there. I live way to Corway, but I have to drive to go see my little brother. You can see one motorcycle to that junction. They show you that the economy has snapped them away. They can't get a dime, so they have to go long distance to even get $50. So like Fasad said, nobody feel the economy downtrend as compared to the motorcyclists. They feel it. They are no longer getting what they used to get during the GMB and Ellen regime. No, they can't get it. It's tough on them. Those you see parading with them are people they paying. Or you go to Waterside. Those women that sell. My daughter used to go China. When I went I took some money I get to my daughter. She want my bigger daughter. She went to China. That lady was able to go 3 times to China in that year. She brought my money back, 7,000 plus. Say, Papa, and hold your money. Guess what? She have a beast too. But this time around, she cannot go China. The whole year when she goes to China, she can't buy that goods will remain there. She can't go no longer. Nobody buying. You think that one going to vote for CDC? The only thing she told me is that the women in the market have cash shot because they are afraid of the boys, the way they can threaten them. They go to threaten in the market. So those are people who call silent voters. They are the ones that are going to break down the entire Weah back on the ground. They can't talk, but they are feeling it. But the first people to feel the situation in Liberia, the Fatah said, the motorcyclists. This is why you see them overwhelmingly. They are supporting JMB now. So that's all I have to say about that.
Wow.
Sam, before you come in, I'm kind of concerned. The capacity of ATS, the Anthony Tubman Stadium, is 10,000.
Right.
And the number of people you're pulling out tomorrow are more than that number. Stampede. I'm concerned. If there's a stampede and there's anything to the contrary, organizers, we just want to raise this issue to make sure that whatever goes out tomorrow be peaceful and everybody come out of there safe. I understand the day CDC launched, somebody got killed. Somebody was dead.
Yeah,
We don't want that.
Yeah. So that's why I'm raising somebody's concern for the organizers. If they are saying they want people to go and drive on Lane Street, are you providing a sound system that maybe people in the stadium, maybe you be able to transmit that audio from the stadium out there on Lane Street?
So let me give you the information on that. I listened to Patrick Horner, who is heading the media team. The In5 have playing Tiribo outside the stadium. When you come from the Lane Street area, going to River, they will have a bowl. The bowl there, so if you can't go in, you can stand right there and watch what will be happening. Then when you leave from the Marshall Way, you coming in from the Market Way, they will have another bowl there. So I think to the area, they intended to do it. But besides that, I listened to them again that once they know that the field is getting filled and the environment getting to free, they were asking them to spread as far as well. Even to foreign ministry area, people will be around there. Just so that they can be having their activity. They may not be too involved into what going on, but the fact that they are around the terrain, they show that these people came out to celebrate. Those are messages they're carrying around. They are doing their best to make sure that they...
And another strong message that people need to know is when we watched the CDC just held their own nationwide campaign, JMB and the Unity Party, they all stay away.
Stay home. They
all stay away because the joint security won. If you are not a sedition and there's a CDC there, stay home. So the same thing goes to those who are seditions tomorrow. If you are not a JMB partisan or supporter and you just want to find yourself in the group to create chaos or trouble, you'll be looking for your own. Stay away as well, because at the end of the day, there's one thing all of us have in common: the safety and the peace of the state, which is Liberia. We don't want anybody, just like what we saw the last time, any life lost. Every life is important. Every Liberian life.
Every life. Be a edition
so
and what have you.
People need to understand that and keep away. But gentlemen, because of time, let me take you guys to this. We witnessed something I want us to talk about. We witnessed the president departed the country already. He's probably in France on his way en route to the United Nations. But something happened at the Roberts International Airport that has to do with a drug bust. Where when you follow the incident, the case, the timeline before he even came to the public is questionable as to what happened. And the chief protocol, who is very close to the president, name got mentioned into to all that whole drug stuff. That's Norofilabuno. Now the chief of security at the port, Samuel Freeman, and another person have been indefinitely suspended, pending investigation. What's your take with what happened? What occurred? The infiltration of drugs, because It was tested and it said it's methamphetamine. You guys know, those of us that live here in the US, meth. You know, it's a big deal. If here, as an investor as I am, if meth is found in a property that I'm renting and the government knows about it, it is busted. They might end up busting my entire house down. You know, to get rid of it. It's very, very hard, very destructive. This is what's happening. They said it was moringa leaves that was found, but after it was tested, everything came down to methamphetamine. The infiltration of drugs and this pattern of the 100 million plus that was found, you know, that was caught at the border, and these people were left, you know, they just let them go. That's the least I would say. What's your concern? The youth of Liberia. Mr.
Fasa, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, Sam, the issue of drugs is a major issue. I don't know what our people have really understand the intricacy of the danger of drugs. You and I live in the US. We know exactly what drugs do to people. And I know there are family members right now in Liberia who their children are taking these drugs. I know what they are going through. Methamphetamine is not something you play with. In this country, when I say you engage in drugs, Sam, can you just continue? I got some little problem here. Let me.
Yeah. Let me go to you, Seves.
Okay, so let me take it from there.
The implication of drugs.
Very.
How relaxed are the rules? You know, what makes it so easy to come into the country, and that the youth, the next generation of Liberia is being destroyed.
So let me say that, you know, the issue of drugs has been an old story, as they seem like corruption. I don't want people to feel that we are biased when we are discussing the issue. Corruption has been part of the system, and we've all been crying about it. So any regime that comes, if you come, the first thing you can do is to fight corruption. If you fail to fight corruption, we also blame you. We will not look at the old person because it happened. Oh, we'll blame you because you failed to handle the situation, the problem we elected you for. The drugs have been an issue ever since in Liberia and Africa. But this is the case. During our days when I was growing, I remember 1984 when I was in the Avery. Somebody told my mom that I was smoking opium, and she had to leave from 4 years to come to me. One of my friends used to smoke a lot. He got crazy. They call him Sammy. So my mother came, called me and said, "Oh, Tamari told me that you are smoking. I think care of my name some kind of way." And indeed, I was smoking with bad friends. But it was just within a few times. I was sitting one time, I started crying for some reason, and I regretted. And from that time, I stopped going behind these friends so I cannot smoke. But that time to find it was hard because security used to be very tough.
Oh yeah,
you understand,
man? They catch you with drugs or marijuana, opium, whatever we call it. You know,
so,
big time trouble.
Yeah. So what happened in Liberia now is just like corruption. We have spent 12 years. Yet Ellen were doing her best, but there were corruption still. We had it in the US. With all the good system we have, we can still find corruption. But the deal with issue when you are from, you know. That's what I like about the system. But in George Weah, and before I say George Weah regime, it's an open terrain because himself is involved.
Right.
Man, yeah, that one make it worse. George Weah takes drugs. He drinks a lot. I know him from Jida Gibson. You are my schoolmate. 1983, we were in Jida Gibson. When
do you think the rules are really too relaxed?
This is what I'm coming to say now. None of the rules.
I was able to watch the presidential debate this week, right? And a lot of them have some very good ideas and platforms. How to tighten the border, the entry ports, how to increase the pay of workers that are at the border, the immigration, and all of that. And then if someone is being paid well, and they realize that drugs coming into the country and they are caught or they compromise, they will lose their job. They will get fired. It will begin to eliminate stuff. You know,
but same is the case. I want you to look. You're looking at one side. That's true. Those requirements are very important to help tackling and also help improve on the imputation of drugs so that it will stop. But here's the case: if the president of the country, who has the executive power, who get private jet, you cannot even inspect a private jet if it come at the airport. Wow. It's involved in drugs. You can't stop the drugs importation in the country. Then what will happen? Even the chief security, who know that the president himself is involved, they themselves will use it as a way to do business to get money because the president is involved. What will happen to the directors in the security, the NSA? They will get involved because they will take it as a way to get money. So you see why drugs is plenty in Liberia now than ever before? Because you have a president who you cannot check. You cannot check the president convoy anyway. You cannot check a flight if you get to Araya. And he can smoke. That is very common. He doesn't hide it. I used to be in the building at the foreign ministry when I was working there. He come, he smoke in the office until Mange have to tell him, he says, stop it, Mr. President. Everybody, downstairs will be downstairs. Second floor will hear say president smoking. Because you know people mocking if they can't close it. They will talk it. Say president smoking.
Man will mean you were fool, but not the same, man.
Yes, that was common. Before they stop it, he will leave now and go to the resort they have over there. They were used to go and smoke. That is clear. That is not secret. He smoke and drink rampant. That is well known. So to get rid of drugs, to fight against the kind of ill, that one moral issue are very important to attack to a leader when you are electing somebody. How moral that person is all right.
But we're gonna take a quick break. I gotta play the people's song. Then Fasa, right after that, you will pick up from there. I gotta play the people's song because the people pay for this, so that's why the platform is open to all political parties, all meaning Liberians that have any agenda, whatever you want to do. Think Liberia, build Liberia. That's it. So those of you who are watching, enjoy your song.
Ready chicken. I'm ready chicken.
Love Liberia and build Liberia. Just like I said so. Think Liberia, love Liberia and build Liberia. Just like I said so. Think Liberia, love Liberia and build Liberia. Just like I said so. Think Liberia, just like I said so. Love Liberia, just like I said so. Build Liberia.
For me, come
Think Liberia. Love Liberia. Joseph Walker says so.
The national campaign team of the rescue mission announces to all partisans, supporters, and sympathizers of the Unity Party that its official campaign launch will take place on Sunday, September 17th at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium. Now, here is what you need to know. Campaign Vice Chief Administration and MPP National Chair James Bynum will lead supporters from VOA Junction in Painesville, while Montserrat County Senator Abraham Dillon will lead supporters from Barnesville Junction. The political leader of the Movement for One Liberia, Magdala Cooper, will pick up from MOL's headquarters in Congo Town. Campaign Chairperson Prince Moy will lead supporters from 72nd Junction. Bapolu County Senator Boto Kane and the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia will lead a parade from Point 4 Junction, while National Chairman Ludo Tape will lead a parade from the Unity Party headquarters on Broad Street. Rescue Mother and Grandmaster Senator Nyobli Kanga Lawrence will lead supporters from Nigeria House Oro Junction. Senator Jeremiah Bankun, UP Vice Presidential Candidate, aka Rescue 2, will lead his group of supporters from Police Academy Junction in Painesville. Ambassador Joseph Nyuma Bakai, Rescue 1, will lead supporters from SKD Sports Complex in Painesville. All UP legislative candidates will lead their supporters from their various districts and will all assemble at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium. So come out and join the rescue train. Come with your palm branches, whistles, vuvuzelas, and white handkerchiefs. Come, yes, come with your flag to give Ambassador Joseph Nyuma Bakai, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, a joyous welcome. Let's make the city green. Gates at the ATS open at 7 a.m. and there will be a morning worship service to bless the day. It's Rescue Day, it's Green Day, and it's number 2 for J&J. It's all happening at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium on Sunday, September 17th. Don't miss out for anything. Rescue 1 says, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Yes, JMB must go.
Corruption killing us, Ukadisa. You must go away, story, Ukadisa. For they killing us, Ukadisa.
Let's see. Mr. Fossa, what's your take? Before I even bring you in, Mr. Fossa, those of you who are watching us on Facebook, whatever platform you're watching us on, or Twitter, Twitch, welcome to the show. All of you will recognize you for following us. We see seditions in the room. We see Unity partisans and other people in the room. All of you, well wishers and sympathizers. Welcome to Talk TV Media Network. Pretty soon, very soon, we'll open a line for maybe 1 or 2 10 minutes. But before we do that, fellows, what's your take? Do you think this year Unity Party and JMB, they really have art together, really well organized, grounded, the way things are moving? What's your objective perspective, Mr. Fossa?
I think the Unity Party do have their act together. People try to look at Joe and JMB that a man who got a BSc some years back. But even in this country, if you're looking for a civil servant job, they compare experience to a degree. They say if you have first degree and you got 4 years experience in a job, you can also apply for it. So giving JMB experience in governance, I think he even got more education than people who claiming to have some degrees, PhDs and what have you. It's all about experience. You're a business person. I know you hire someone who knows how to do the job than a person who comes with credentials.
Experience is very key.
Yeah, credentials are good. I'm not ruling out credentials. You can bring your credential, but you don't have the experience in doing the work. You need somebody who have that experience that can do the job.
And good character too.
And what I want to say, even in time past, Unity Party got some smart people who always put their act together. I can say for free. Unlike other party, Unity Party know how to do the strategy. And I know that they're not.
So you're saying Unity Party is politically more savvy than the other, even than the ruling party, CDC?
What do you call it, ruling party? What does ruling party have? Sorry, that's just my opinion. I'm not a member of Unity Party, but based on observation, and frankly speaking, when my man was alive, we were even member of Liberty Party. I signed up for Liberty Party years back. I was. So I'm just telling you why it is. Unity Party is savvy, and they got people who are technocrat who can pull this out.
My man, I try to question you a little bit hard before I even take leave of you in that area. When you compare the organization, when you look at CDC, how organized they are, the youth wing of CDC, and they are very crafty. George Weah and his boys, they are very crafty, in what they do. Before they do, they execute, they know the plan. So you're telling me and the Liberian people and our viewers that with all of that Unity Party is better, has a better edge over CDC.
What are you talking about CDC being crafty and got people who organize? If they didn't have those people, why would you have somebody in a position in government that is not performing and you keep them for 6 years? If you do have people on you and I watch soccer. How will you have a best player on the bench and you keep using the guy who is there and missing all the goals? They do not have the strategies. They don't have the right people. That's it. They are very best they are doing. So I can't imagine how much more would the Liberian made a mistake. Liberian people who live in Liberia to give them a second term. This is the very best they're doing.
Do you see this as a one-time victory?
Yeah, I can't imagine them giving them another 6 years. They're just going to loot Liberia and take Liberia to the grave. Because we're already in a hole and they're going to take Liberia back several years back. I'm very certain. It's just my own assessment of the situation. There are people who are smart who are in the CDC, but do not have the country at heart. Don't get me wrong. There are some smart guys over there. But all they're doing is to enrich themselves because they came with a mindset, it is our time. Our time to what? To steal? Or is our time to give back to the people? So all they got there is to enrich themselves, get what they can get, and mislead the young people and get something for themselves. That's just what I see. And there are a lot of sedition, even in the diaspora, that are supporting George Weah, who are up there. And George Weah refused to give them job. Bring them on board. How can you keep like a minister of finance who is miserably performing and you continue to keep him and taking to be the best person? What is that?
Because he more or less is a better spokesman with his rhetoric and words.
He better be an information minister. In a minute, the issue of information minister is not even necessary. You and I know almost every government agency have some pressing. Why should you in fact have a minister of information? It's just a waste of resources. You should have a minister of culture and tourism to promote our culture and our tourism sector. You don't need a minister of information. Even right here, you see that there's nothing like secretary of what? Information. They got the White House spokesperson who bring other agency media personnel at the White House to make address.
Right.
I just beg that I have to go. I just jumped here impromptu. I will be back here tonight to our many listeners on the Kissy section. That's what we're going to do for our Kissy people. Other than that, I want to say thank you.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, thank you, man, for being a part of the show. Yeah. And this is how we do it, folks. You want to come in, bring you in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you get to contribute, you take your exit. But Jasper, welcome to the show. You met us almost at the point of completion. But let me go back to you, Sylvester. Do you really think? I don't even know why I'm asking you this question because you're a strong CDC, not CDC or Unity partisan.
No one.
I don't even know why I'm asking you that question. Why do you think that hello? Are you there?
I'm hearing you.
Okay. Why do you think? What is the importance? Let me take you on a different topic because I will not ask you the same question. The president is en route. The president is en route to the United Nations to address the UN, meet with other world leaders. What do you think? What kind of message does President Weah should be given at this time, weeks leading to election?
Well, I am not sure the president will do better than what he's been doing in the past. You know, we are almost at the verge where either he will leave, the possibility of him leaving very huge. And now you're expecting to go and say what? Because normally when people go to those international conferences, you go to present your country in a way that it can suit other international country, what they expect of you, what they will expect as part of your contribution, and what you want from the other people. Yeah, that's what you do when you go over there. But all of the presentations that I've been following, I have not heard any tangible presentation from John Weah. Normally they write all kind of things. Sometimes they make the speech so bulky for him, he just read, and there is no specific issue to emphasize on. Unless our President John Weah, but I listen to the Ghanaian, I listen to the Kenyan president. These guys are representing Africa when they go to the international conferences. They challenge the guys on several issues and they ask them that this is what we need. We don't want to be bread-fed, give me peanut, but help me on the technical side that I can help to develop the human resource of my people or to develop my resources to a finished product. This is what I need so that myself can be economically independent. But John Weah is not prepared for this thing. He doesn't have an idea or skill to do all these things. So for me, I am not sure that you're going to present anything significant to the conference. He gone there so that he can eat the what they call part of what they have in the budget. They call it padam and the rest of it. That's why he care a lot of group of people, unnecessary expenses on the government. And sometimes if I were even the president at the crucial time, I couldn't go. I will send my foreign minister. Now you can see the campaign because the way he structured a party, nobody can.
Hold on. So all our viewers, if you're going to come on this platform and you become abusive and rude, we will block you. And I'm doing that right now. This is my domain. We do not tolerate foul language on our platform. If you cannot stand the heat in the kitchen, you should get out. That's all I got to say. So whoever it is, Coco Ya, you are out right now. Go ahead.
So I would not expect anything from the president to say any significant issue at that level. I believe he went there because he wanted to go with a group of colleagues and friends for them to utilize what they have in the budget, the foreign travel allotment to justify it. That's what I know that they are doing. But actually, these are areas that president go to present their platform, the need of the people, the way they want to compete with other countries, what they need that can help to build their country, But he doesn't. I have not seen it, so I'm not expecting any better like he have been doing in the past.
Wow. Jasper, thanks for coming. You are in Liberia. What's the you've been around town today? What's the feel like? Tell our viewer, what does it look like? In like, what's the mood? What's going on? Are the people, the Liberians, the unity partisans and well-wishers in high gear? What does it look like?
First of all, I want to say thank you for the show. And it's been a while now. I got to appear on the show due to some other engagement in our country. The legislative problem also caused me. But how be it, when it comes to tomorrow's program, that happens to be the launch of the Unity Party. We're seeing some a huge momentum here in Liberia. There are a lot of people who are moving from one end to another, finding T-shirts, looking for T-shirt to go print. In fact, T-shirt printing have dropped up to $100. Some places it's $75 to print JMB T-shirt, and people are buying their own shirt, carrying it to print it. In every street corner you pass, there are people who you always see them talking about JMB, 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 JMB. But again, you don't know who is who because this is election time. There are people who may want to praise people, but at the end result, they can let you down. We saw that in 2017 when we saw the late Charles Walker Bronsky when he put a huge crowd, and he thought that that crowd could give him the presidency. But we see good momentum, huge momentum, and people are gearing up. In the chat room now, some chat room that we are in, independent chat room we are in, we're seeing some preparation, from supporters, auxiliaries, individuals printing their own shirts and other things. So far, so good. The momentum is gearing up, and they are in high gear, and some of them can't wait to see for tomorrow's to reach. And one thing somebody told me that it was so laughable. They told me that the pastors are not going to make money tomorrow because the churches will not be packed, because most of the people who will be attending the church or who will be attending churches, the churches will not be filled, churches will be empty.
That's funny.
Now JMB or the Unity Party tomorrow will be having the first program at our 8 years will be the Thanksgiving service, and followed by the official launch of the program. So so far so good. That's the update I have for you right now.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, what do you think of the president's visit to the United Nations? Are you there?
I think he's freezing.
Yeah. Man,
He's freezing.
frozen, man. LIB, welcome, y'all. Let me get him off the screen. He'll come back. Thank God he gave us all the information removed from the state. Yeah, go ahead. Close up. The man froze.
Are we closing now?
Yeah, let's do our closing statements.
So, like I was saying from the beginning, that look, the election is very crucial for Liberia. The motorcyclists are taking it like life and blood because they know what it means to have a better economy. It can help them so much, to feed their family, to go further. Because I remember some motorcyclists back in Liberia during early time, to operating the motorcycle, they were able to buy cars and transcended from operating motorbike to driving taxi. That was very common because of the profit they used to make. But today you can't see them. No, that is not the case. That shows that the economy is bad. So besides then, those in the market are taking it very serious, but they will not talk. And I just want to touch something that my little brother just said about, people assembling. Sometimes the assembly will not, the way they assemble, they're not how they will vote. This is a different case. I know what you're talking about when people assemble to Bronxton. That was not a number. There were no, if you want to know the indicator that winning election in Liberia, then we are going to know that we are going to win election in 2017. Go in bar, entertainment centers. When they had a music monkey countdown, when they put out music, if there are 100% that you see about 80% dancing the music. That used to be an indicator. You in car, you driving in a car, you got 4 or 5 passengers. You see 4 person talking about one candidate routinely over and over. But that was not the case with Brunson. That was not the case with GMB. Me, I supported GMB, saying fine, he decided going into politics. Because initially when I talked to him about it, he said he didn't want to go into politics. But I'm kind of person, I don't like to have something when it's against me. I share with my people. I did not share with the sedition. I share that idea 2017 with Urban Yamal. I said, "Made the election not in our favor." He got versed with me. We were sitting to James Cannon entertainment area. I said, "What liberty?" I said, "I've been involved in politics. By the way, I've been working as politicians in party." I said, I don't see the indicator. Every entertainment center I go, George Weah is dominating. In car, George Weah is dominating. On bike, those motorcyclists, they only name you, out of 10 motorcyclists, 7 will be George Weah those days. But today, that's the opposite. You can see it happening in the case of GMB. That's an indicator when somebody is going to a winning side. That's what I'm saying. It's different from what you talk about Brunson. Brunson never had that kind of opportunity where people are talking about him in car, people are talking about him in club, people are talking about him in community. No, it was just assembly. That day assembly, sometimes people can go there to see you, just to see you for the first time. It happened with George Weah when he went to Lofa 2005. People climbed on top of the houses to see the former world best player enter into politics. But he never got 500 voting for him that in Lofa that very time. You know, so that is quite different.
So you do believe that JMB will overwhelmingly win Lofa County?
He will win their election in Lofa.
But you do that. You do believe that, or do you have the conviction that in Montserrado, CDC will win?
CDC cannot win Montserrado. CDC can win in the 3 area in Montserrado, but that's not all. The area like CDC will take lead in the borough. In the borough, they will take lead. Around the Cloudtown Borough, and maybe West Point. That's all. But guess what?
Really?
Yeah, yes. That I'm sure. We'll compete with them in the areas. That is very usual. When you're talking about the borough, you're talking about Southeast.
You're having the likes like Sir Joseph, who has been very, very influential in Montserrado as senator. Already in the column of CDC, you have Nora Bono, you have City Mayor Jefferson Koji, all of those people on the other side. Don't you think that with Eugene Nangbe and all those guys, don't you don't think that at the end of the day that CDC might take months?
All that one somewhat to CDC, all that one somewhat to George Weah. These people never had their personal popularity, no matter how much money they spend. George Weah is the only candidate on that ticket that is popular. Finished. That through them, some of these people, for JMB today, people are getting popular. You saw Jeremiah Kun the other day entering Montserrado in the night from Raylan. He being in Monrovia ever as senator representative. One lie he ever had that kind of welcome. But just because now he's tying, he on the ticket with JMB and Rescue 2. You saw the crowd when he entered, they said JMB, Rescue 2 is in Monrovia.
And people will say, Sylvester, that the crowd is deceiving.
Yeah, they got deceiving crowd. Like I just defined the deceiving crowd to you. They are deceiving crowd. Any politician who be involved in politics, you should look at the deceiving crowd. You should look at the committed crowd. George Weah had a committed crowd. Nobody will deceive you or go print their t-shirt to go deceive you. Nobody will spend $10, $5 to go deceive you. Don't take that to the deceiving. These are loyal, committed people. They did it for George Weah. They did it for Charles Taylor. When Charles Taylor went in the town, people spend their money just to go on the march. If people spend their money to go on the march, that is deceiving? No. But deceiving people are, well, when they hear that this man has money, is coming share money or what have you, or this man is a professional player, people have not seen him, people want to see him. People were someone to see you, it doesn't mean they want you. I've been in politics for over 35 to 40 years now. I'm telling you, I've been seeing it.
Let me pick your mind one more time before I take leave of you. Do you think the president's visit here at the United Nations, he's going to broker some sort of peace with the United States, President Joe Biden, and other world leaders, as in knowing how crucial these elections are, so he will be able to go for the second term?
Well, there is nothing more than good governance when you meet with these people. You and I know, we're in America. The people say in America, I see here in Liberia, they go on the Facebook sedition. Oh, George Weah got blessing from the U.S. In the back of the U.S., you and I said no, that George Weah does not fit. A governance system does not fit what the American want. No. Look at his line with Russia. He took money from Russia. They know that. The other time he was called, the next thing they asked him was about the extrajudicial killing. It is not in the interest of the U.S. Then they're talking about drugs. He saw the 100 million worth of drugs, arrested. He was certain when the people informed his security system that these people were coming in. He arrested the people. Guess what? It went through the weak court system. That means there is no rule of law in Liberia. The American not going to work with you. I don't care how much you talk to Biden. Biden alone does not make decisions. Yeah, the government, yeah, you have the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive. The executive may be your friend, but they're not going to tell you that will support you to become a leader if you are not going in line with what they expect. The principle of democracy, you are not protecting those things. You get your people, you're suffering, you're involved in all kind of criminal activities. No. He will have the opportunity to speak. He will even have the opportunity to speak with Biden. Biden will never ever tell him, I can tell you a clear call, you know that I will support you to continue to bring drugs to Liberia, to continue to print money, and you cannot account to the people. Recently, they printed 34 billion. You think that joke? 34 billion, they have the money in their hand. The money
I'm going to have to bring you tonight. I'm going to have to bring you on tonight's show. To climax all this discussion.
Yeah.
Because
all the money. So Americans were not going to support him. They might have the perception, yeah. So thank you, but I can tell you that it's not possible.
Tonight, you're going to be available tonight?
By 5?
That would be no, that would be 7 o'clock our time central. That would be 7.
That would be 5 o'clock my time.
Yeah, that would be 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. Liberian time.
Yeah, I will try to be part of it. Yeah, I will try to be part of it because I have a 2 o'clock engagement with the Voice of Radio in Lofa, specifically Lofa politics we're going to be talking about.
Yeah. And folks, tonight too, we do have actually 2 shows left for the day. We do have one coming at 5 o'clock, which is the Kisi language in Foya district. Today, you want to stick on that one when it comes up, which will be 10 p.m. Liberian time, because you want to see what's happening in Foya.
Sure.
Right? You want to see the momentum they got going on in Foya. You want to hear from the villages and the towns and the surrounding, especially Foya is placed right in between Sierra Leone and Guinea. All of those. The lines will be opening. We'll open the lines to our local radio station over there where people will be able to call in. And those of you in Liberia will be able to call in too as well. So thank you, folks, for joining us today on the Political Spotlight here at Talk TV Media Network. This is your people's network. This is no political party network. This is an independent. If you think you have a case, if you think you want to defend your party, you need to come on, because we're playing a level playing field. If you're scared and the other people come on the show, they defending their political parties, don't blame us. It's all part of the politics. All right? But you have an open invitation to all of you. Sylvester.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later.
Take it easy and be good. Enjoy your Saturday.
Your last song, you might not come back to the show tonight.
No, I will come. I will come to the show tonight. Hopefully.
All right, folks. Get it, old man.
Liberians, are you ready for tomorrow? I am. If you are, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Liberians, are you ready for tomorrow? I am. If you are, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
For better future,